today is an hour long, and then the next time I play the game, I'm going to go ahead and go back and do those rounds that I didn't finish. Well, the ones that I was having difficulty on. So do 6 races here, go back, do the other ones, and then we'll finish off these 3 after that. I think that's probably the best way to handle it. Let's go. Want that first place, first place. Green across the board.
Okay, get a good start and let's get you a result today.
Thanks.
Ready to race. Three, go, go, go.
Let's get the Joker out of the way right now. Now we gotta make up time the rest of these laps. It'd be great. Oops.
Keep it calm.
I'm keeping her calm. What? Actually, that was kind of a weird turn right there. Started smacking each other around. No! Let's keep it on the track. I got a little slippery. Oops. Didn't mean it.
Nice one. Happy with that.
Yeah, he said he liked it. I liked it. I liked it. Race like that more often.
Ready. Go.
Oops. Got it. Got it. Ha, you took the Joker too. Out the way, out the way.
Okay, focus. Steady on. Compose yourself.
Trying to pull into the lead just then. Because guess what? Second place in the Joker lap is not the place to be. Excuse me. Thank you. Ah. And yes, I saw the chicane. Although the first time I played this track, I didn't see it and nearly flipped the car. It was bad. It was all bad. I was making fun of myself in well, I felt like making fun of myself for it and everything. It was terrible. Wish I had it all to do again. That was good stuff. That chicane right there. I like how it's not redlining anymore. Drift. Drift. Try to land that drift too. Yeah, they're barely on that turn right there. Oops. It was just too slippery. There's nothing I can do about that one. My trunk is broke. A bumper fell off. It was falling off. I guess I could have stopped a little bit faster, but it wouldn't have helped with that. Not getting one of those power drifts on. Actually, that first one was a power drift. Too bad. That was nice. That one was alright. Nailed it. 2 minutes 49.
You should be
That's
very happy with
nice.
that. Job well done.
Thank you. Yes, repair vehicle. Yes, recommended. Yes, confirmed. My car still looks all mangled and wrangled and messed up. It adds character.
Ready to race.
Now it red lines. How funny.
Go, go, go.
Oh no, really? It doesn't? Oh, it did. It did. I might have to fix for the gear. I think I lost a part of the car right now. Don't know what it was, but something flipped up. Wow, I just witnessed a spin out. The AI spun out. When does that ever happen? just a little bit tighter and I won't hit that fence. Has to be done. Oops, too soon. Okay, so with the steering wheel, that could be pretty fun. Because you can pick like the perfect line on that. Yep, that's what I did the first time. Stuff a little more on that chicane. A little tighter. Keep it on track. I've almost lapped them. Look at that. Which probably won't happen as they get down the straightaway fast enough. How many laps? 4? And it's over right now. Yeah, it's over right now. And I didn't lap them. That's terrible. Yeah, race over. Cut off 2 seconds though.
That's a win. Well done.
49, made it 47. Yes, repair vehicle. Let's do it. Let's do it. Can I even shave off another? I don't think I could shave off it. Well,
Ready.
I did smack into the wall. Let's see if we can get it down just a little bit more. Like 246 or something. Everybody took the... Felt like everyone's gonna take it. Everybody did it. Oh no, there's 2 more cars up there. I didn't see those. I was like, everybody took the Joker lap. No, no, say it ain't so. All right, let's try to shave 1 second off our time. Come on, stay on the track. Faster on the track than we are in the grass. Chicane without incident. Oops, I messed up. There went our second. That was it. I should have stopped a second sooner and then try to get back up to speed quicker. Instead of mess up a second late and try to hold this speed for too long. Basically drifted instead. Or slid. Not drifted, slid. Second sooner and I actually would have. Yeah, I could have made it tighter. Oops. Would have been slow enough to overturn that. Just like right there. Bit on the track. That was bad. But I was not touching the road. I couldn't do anything about that. Okay, I need to contact with that slightly paved surface because the gravel's too loose. So I could go ahead and power slide that corner. My pinky is tired. Holding this controller, wow. Got a pinky rest on this thing, man. Alright. Nope. Didn't cut the 1 second. Oh, that was...
Yes,
Wait, 7...
nice one.
1
That
second
is a
more.
win.
It came down to that that one turn. I gotta connect with that paved portion of that turn a little bit better. I was hoping to take off 1 second. Those two mistakes at that same corner costed 2 more seconds, and I should have been able to take a second off. So we'll try again this time and try to take a second off. But that means I've got to get that corner right. The half paved, half gravel road. Oh, can I do this real quick? It was third gear and fourth gear. Yeah. And record over that. And run it. And see if we can eke out a little bit of that speed from the transmission in order to get that extra second.
Get ready.
That's in first gear of red line.
Go, go, go.
So second, third up. Yeah, I could fix third and fourth a little bit. Hey. Oh my gosh, no! He pushed me into it. That's our 1 second lead right there. Okay, when I tune gear, I hope it counts. Might be able to get this back in gear. No, stop getting. Why is this car all over me?
Stewards are looking at whether you've gained an advantage by getting
I know it's because they're bumping into me. This is not my fault. The car back there is not driving well. Get out of the way. I need to get up there, man. Okay, we need more gravel. It's half gravel ones. Okay, it's this turn up here. Yeah. We need that gravel strip right there. Perfect. Pave strip on the gravel. I mean. Okay, we're in first, which means we're gonna win. But that lap was 150, so I need to get that down to 40. Maybe beat my best time. 12 seconds or something like that. Alright, let's start driving like madman. There it is. That's fine. I missed the strip, but oh well. 39 seconds? If I could pull that off, I would have made my 1 second. Let's go. Getting awfully close to that limit though. I got 10 seconds to finish this lap. Okay, I didn't make it this lap. I messed up. I was looking at the time. I shouldn't have. Rip. And then let's go ahead and tune the gear again. My third and my fourth should not. It's kind of not. What the heck? Looks like it's not redlining. I shouldn't fix it. I'm behind myself by seconds already. That one lap is not going to give me enough time. Okay, we're not going to get it this race. There's another race after this. No, this is 6. It might be this one. Oh well. It could have been better. Hey, Anthro, what's going on, man? Yeah, I had to play dirt because I still need the one more day of streaming, so I'm basically going to take it out on dirt. And then after I do this, then well, two things will happen. I might switch over to Dirt 2.0 instead of Dirt 4, and then I'll actually be done with those days of streaming. So that should take care of it. And then it's back to Tarkov again, probably. Like 99% sure of that. Yeah. Some of these turns, if you get ahead of yourself, you'll be late for the turn.
The stewards have chosen to take no further action on you for exceeding track limits.
Thank you for stopping on in. Good stuff. Feels good, man. This will probably be my hour long, and then what end up happening is I'll get this all out of the way. I already reached 200 hours, so that's pretty good, and this should be the last of 25 streams in 30 days. I'm lucky you didn't take one away and make me start at 23. So when I saw that, I went, I'm just gonna have to do a stream real quick. So I went ahead and turned it on. I turned it on, man. I couldn't help myself. I didn't know what to do. Yep, everything counts when streaming. It's kind of funny.
Green, go, go, go.
Even down to what game you play or whose community that the viewers are coming from. Everything counts. It's fun when it all comes together, though. I mean, it's amazing when it all just falls into place. I think that's the part I like the most, love the most about hitting the go live button.
Keep it calm.
Okay, out of the way part. When you just have a good time. Yeah. That button is, it's a thing all of its own. It's a thing. That's what it is. It's a thing. It is legit a thing. So, what are you gonna do today? I was probably just trying to hit that go live button. You know. So do that for, I don't know, 8 hours. I mean, after that, whatever. Okay, let's see if we can try to reach that second this time. I'm trying to reach for 146, anything. This corner, and well, I already did the chicane's good, so this corner is the one I was working on. And a little bit of this corner. Yeah, trying to stay out of that gravel right there if I can. If we keep talking about that go live button, you might end up doing it, so what do you mean? It's such a fun button to press. I mean, can you really not like it? It's true, it does make you feel like that. It has powers over me. I think a lot of people feel that when it comes down to it. Okay, I didn't want to miss that corner, so I slowed down. I went too slow for it, but oh well. Power drift this corner real quick. It's listening. You know, it does feel like that sometimes. I'll tell myself, all right, I'm gonna stream in 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm gonna stream today, something like that. And then I'll turn around and hit the button and just feel good about it. And it could be an hour earlier than I was gonna stream. It could be right on the spot. And it's like it knew what I wanted. It knew how to satisfy me, that button.
Come on, don't get carried away.
That's it. They nudged me into the grass. It's listening. It's so true. Okay, if I could make this next 10 seconds, we'll be ahead of ourselves. I might get that extra second. Made it! Yes! Okay, what damage did I do, or did I mess up on that slowdown?
You did great.
Oh, really? Oh, well, yeah, basically. That's the way it works, man. Next thing you know, we're all out here with our hand out trying to get affiliate too. It'll come around one day. Like that claw in Toy Story. Right above us. Facts, man. Facts. We have 30 minutes? Okay, I have time for one more. Looks like we're going to Norway. And then after Norway, then I think that'll be my hour. And that will officially put 25 days of streaming in the books. Even though we're off to a rough start, because for 3 days I could not stream when I started this. And it set me back from 17 days to like 14 days. And then I skipped a day, so when I went to stream the next day, it counted me back another day. So it was almost an entire business week that was deducted. So I had to do an extra this week just to catch up to that. So this whole week since last week basically is to make up for those days that it discounted.
Come on. Best effort today, mate. Let's see what you can do.
Is that what you want?
Get ready.
I suppose. I have to get everybody together for PUBG. Although, you know what? We could do that later tonight. Or...
So your opponent just did a jump start, so they will have to take 2 jokers.
My opponent did a jump start. I'm scared of what a jump start is. But we could get everybody together for some customs. And it'll either be today or tomorrow, and that'll just be that. Oops, I just missed the Joker, didn't I? We can do it, though, as soon as possible. I'll rally everyone together for it. We'll get on that ASAP. I think last night, was it last night? We were playing, was it the night before? Might have been the night before, but we were playing some customs. Probably for like an hour or something. I wish it was longer. I got in late. So I only got a few games in.
It looks like we'll be racing for the win once all drivers have taken their joker.
Okay, this should be the Joker lap. Well, we could do that though, for sure. Yeah, I could get Callinus and everybody. Not tonight? Okay, Friday's good. Whatever day you want to do it, Anthro. I'm in. We could probably get together at least a full lobby. We'll have more than 8, more than likely. And I mean, really it's the numbers that we need. As long as we have 2 full teams, we're good to go. It's always so funny when the teams are mismatched in customs. and you just have like a team of two that could just completely annihilate like full squads and like whole teams. You know, we're like playing four teams on a map plus like an extra, two players or three players or something. It's funny. So getting like 17 players on. It's gonna be pretty funny. Even funnier is when you have the lobby open and you start getting a bunch of players that you swear are cheating because it's just not possible. And you gotta kick them. It's funny. It happens. It be like that sometimes. Okay, Friday it is. That sounds like plans right there. I want in. I want what Anthro is having. Okay, 233.
That's a win. Well done.
That's nice. I miss Destiny too. I gotta get back to playing it, especially since it's so easy to play on Steam.
Ready to race. Go.
It's actually fun. You know what I'll do? I'll talk to Callie and to the other PUBG players that I play with and tell them let's go ahead and start. So I'll put in a word in one of the discords. Oops. Thank you for the nudge. I think we'll be able to get a nice sized group of players. Oh, I'm down to play any game I got in my Steam library. Multiplayer, anything. Monster Hunter World for all that matters. But I know everyone does play PUBG for a fact. I already took the Joker. I want to be free. I think I still have Deceit in there installed too. So even some of the older games we were playing, or Golf with Friends, or any of that, I'm pretty sure I still have those loaded. So we could even do some of those. Deceit was funny whenever we would come across players at random, and we'd have to make that decision whether the random player is it or not. Those were always so fun. Those are good times. Remind me to pick up a bottle of Jack Daniels, and we got to get back and play that game again. I might tell a few more people in Discord to get the game so that we have enough people to play with. 2:33, same exact time it was the last
Nice
time.
try. You did great.
You know, it turns into that. There are some people that you're just used to playing with, and the chemistry is there, like no matter what. And that's actually really fun too. Yeah, most people do. Most people do have that game. Yeah, we're definitely going to. Well, I mean, to deceive, it's fun. It's so fun. It's so fun to drink to deceive because you become more worried about drinking than you do the game. And then the game gets really fun because of that, because it could go any way and it makes more surprise. Plus the slow reaction time. Yeah, we're gonna have to drink to deceive. We're gonna have to. It'd have to be
Ready.
possibly a drink night.
Go, go, go.
For the nudge, I want the Joker lap right now. Whoa, way out the way. Oh yeah, that's right.
Keep it calm.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people play better when they drink on PUBG. It's really strange sometimes. There's like a point of drinking at which you get better at PUBG, I think. They have to be tested, but I think I could safely say that there is a point at which there's a certain number of drinks that makes you a better PUBG player. I don't think I drifted that corner properly. I gotta tell Streamlabs to knock it off a little bit. I'm gonna have to feed it safe words. My apologies, Anthrop. I gotta go in there and tell it. It's pre-programmed to whatever its pre-programs are, so it knows whatever words it already knows. I think I'll pull some of its words out, and this way it doesn't overreact. We were having that problem in Cherry Stream too, where Nightbot was overreacting to emojis and was trying to time everybody out. It was terrible. I felt so bad. I was trying to talk Nightbot through it the whole night. So I was sitting there writing to Nightbot. Dear Nightbot.
Race win. Well done.
Facts. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like that in PUBG a lot. Oh, really? I wouldn't mind coding a bot. You know what? Drop the name of that bot in Discord in like a DM for me so I could look it up. Or if you have a link, because I wouldn't mind learning it at all. That could be pretty interesting.
3, go, go, go.
Oh, challenges. Okay, the Joker lap is right here. not made you, I'll have to fix that. I know one way to knock off Nightbot is if I make you a mod in here, so I think I'll do that just as soon as I get a free hand. Hands on 10 and 2, man. Hands on the steering wheel. 10 and 2. That's the quickest way to tell Nightbot not to do something. Just make someone a mod. It works. It's just fine. Everything will be okay. Okay, 2:33 is my time to be on this track. Let's land some really good power drifts. And maybe we'll get a 2:32 or something. Power drifts, get up there. Sometimes you just need a little bit more horsepower in order to stay on the track. No, I'm not using a steering wheel. I'm actually using a controller. And I was thinking about it earlier today. With some of these corners the way that they are, for drifting, it would be really fun to use the steering wheel. Because you could correct it just a little bit, you know? With the controller, you just kind of gotta try to bury the stick into a corner.
Nice one. Happy with that.
Oh, nice. We definitely have to get ready for Friday. That's facts right there. Okay, count me in. I'm in. I'm in. That's all I have to say about it. I'm in. It's a plan. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get one too. I'm thinking about getting a small one just so I could game on like a 17-inch. Just for right now. In fact, I think I'll look up the pricing. And if it's cheap enough, I'll just pick one up.
Get ready.
Specifically for gaming on it.
Go, go, go.
Like a 1440, 144 hertz, probably be like a 17-inch. 1 millisecond response. I mean, it's kind of worth for now, at least in the meantime. I think the monitor I use has a little bit too much delay in it.
Once the rest have done their joker, I reckon we'll be fighting for first.
No! Why'd I slow down that slow? Oops. Oofed it. Oofed it. I was trying to take it faster like that, but no, I slowed down too much. In a power slide, I just slowed to a crawl. I'm thinking about it too, though. I just want to see what it's like. A little bit more horsepower, I'd stay on that track too. This front wheel spinning. read why it's gonna be an oof though. It's gonna end up being an oof though. Oh no! Okay, I think I saw that. The monitor was marked wrong. Get those power slides and slids in right there. Oh, that one was too slow. Yeah, if this car was front-wheel drive, that last turn would be amazing.
Carefully near the Joker exit, there will be a car emerging.
I took my Joker lap. Ouch. That would have been a bad crash right there in real life. Should I just rear ended that dude? No, it was an accident. Oh my gosh.
Come on, don't get carried away.
How did they get it? Oh, I know how. I lapped them. Now we're just playing bumper cars. Sorry about that. I couldn't figure out how they got in front of me. Was marked wrong.
You should be very happy with that. Job well done.
Interesting. Oh, definitely let me know. Yeah, I was looking at like the 4K ones and I don't know if I'll even I guess it so strangely enough, I guess if you get a 4K monitor, you're still going to have the number of pixel density even if you change your resolution, which oddly enough would still create a better picture. So sometimes I wonder if it'd be worth the extra like $100 just to get the 4K monitor and just set the resolution lower. I kind of wonder. Although it's not like the computer right now, this video card is going to be able to push 4K, but I mean, as long as I don't set the resolution way up, I don't think it would matter. Yeah, me either.
Ready to race.
I'm so in between on it.
Green, go, go, go.
I guess we'll see. I'm sold on the 1440s. That's for sure. I've thrown around the idea of the 4Ks. I'm not quite there yet either, though.
Okay, you're fighting for the win at the moment.
And the Joker lap it is then. No! I didn't have enough speed to drift that yet. That was bad. Oof. Come on, stick it, stick it. There we go. Some of these corners, it's so touchy in the rain. Oops. Okay, I was honestly trying not to cut that corner. No! Yep, not enough speed. That's bad. I feel so bad right now. Yeah, actually a lot because a lot of times you'll end up with certain types of panels for 4K so that they could fit all of that resolution, and they'll end up being slightly slower when it comes to the bigger monitors. So you get a 4K monitor, but it'll be like OLED or something, and that be the solution, and it not really be a solution. But it's kind of rough finding that 1 millisecond monitor. Oops. Yep, that's true too. Scaling. Scaling becomes an issue because it's not even like the games themselves are actually gonna run at 4K. I mean, I use a scaling wire, which takes the lower resolutions, like 720, and then bumps them up to 1080. But unless they make a wire that bumps it from 1080 to 4K, then basically this wire is already done, which is supposed to take 1080 and bump it up to 4K. But the difference that you see at that resolution, 1080, is nothing. Like, you don't even see a difference. It
Yes,
basically only
nice
brightens
one.
up the
That
screen.
is a win.
Um, and allows you to take off the anti-aliasing, which helps me because then the video card doesn't have to process anti-aliasing. A YouTube monitor. Is there such a thing? Yes, green across the board. I like that. I think it's safe to say that's my 1 hour right there. Okay, so next time we have Sweden and France, and we'll go ahead and do that. I might finish those after I go back and finish the tracks that I didn't quite do so well on, that had the audio problem for that day. So I might have to go back and redo those. I think it's like 4 races, and that'll take care of that. Yeah, facts. I'm running a integrated graphics card on the Nook. So it's almost the same thing as the Intel's integrated graphics on CPU, which work terrific for applications and general apps like web browsers and like Google Earth and stuff like that. But as soon as you get into graphics demanding like games, um, it switches over to the AMD on chip graphics processor, and that one does good. I mean, I'll get 60 FPS. Um, I won't get frames lower than like 45 FPS and 50 FPS, but I'm noticing that it's only as good as about a 1080 Ti, and that at a point with certain games, with everything turned up, it will begin to struggle and start to drop, 10 to 15 frames. And I don't like that. So I'm considering getting something else specifically just for playing games. I was even going to go with something simple like an Alienware laptop because it's upgradable. The Area 51M is upgradable with the graphics card. I could plug in through one of the ports they have on Alienware laptops, the capture card, externalizing for capturing, and run a dual PC setup. Which point I'll probably end up using this gaming Nook that I have in order to do the streaming, which is what I'm currently streaming on at the moment. Plus, I'm using the same one Nook, the gaming Nook, in order to also play the game. So I think I'm sort of putting a pretty big load on it, and it's running nice. I know, that's true. That's true. I'm kind of worried about the electrical portion of that, where I'm gonna buy a desktop and I'm gonna have to run something like I don't know, like a 700 watt, maybe 1200-watt power supply, and then my electric bill is gonna go through the roof, which is already pretty bad at the moment. I'm kind of worried about using anything other than laptops. Um, when I switched from my laptop I had to this Nook, my electric bill actually dropped just a little bit. The first Nook, because the first Nook only runs at about 60 watts, like tops. The second Nook, the gaming one, runs at 100 watts. My laptop was running at like 130 watts or something. I mean, it was like just above 100, 115 watts, 10 watts, 12 watts. It was somewhere in there, 150 watts maybe. It was somewhere in there, but it was just above 100 watts. And I shut off my laptop and plugged in the 50-watt Nook, and my electric bill for that month was actually lower. And it's been lower ever since. Even when I switched over to the second Nook and plugged it in and started running it every day, I still had what was a comfortable electric bill. Being as I pay the electricity where I live, that's my bill to pay. Yeah, all part of paying rent though. But I mean, it works out. So, but yeah, I'm kind of worried about the electric bill. That's what I was thinking about going laptop for gaming. Although I'm probably gonna run into that same problem, but that particular laptop is upgradable, so down the road I can actually pull out the graphics card on it and put in an upgraded graphics card. 650 watts? Oh, it doesn't use it. Okay. I was gonna say, oh my gosh, that's a borderline like the limit of what I should even try to run. 2600, nice. Oh my gosh. You know what? I believe that because because the newer cards and processors are running just a little bit better for the performance that you get out of them versus versus what we used to pay. Um, I used to run a desktop, and it was just so power hungry that with my desktop running and my PlayStation running, that I could actually change the electric bill. Like a 1 month, I would have the electric bill normal, and then in another month, I would have my computer and my PlayStation on, and I'd be playing through games and the whole thing, and I would actually watch the electric bill raise. And it wouldn't raise like $3 or $4. It would raise like in that range of easily $10 to $25 just because they were running. And I at first I couldn't figure out why it was. And then 1 month I turned off the PlayStation at that time, and I didn't turn it back on. And the electric bill dropped. And I was trying to figure out what was different. And I couldn't figure it out. And then I stopped and I looked, and my PlayStation had been off for so long, and I figured out my PlayStation was just gobbling energy like crazy. And whenever I would leave it running because I didn't want to turn it off, and then it was just a complete energy vampire. And it would change my electric bill. It plus my desktop at that time would change my electric bill. So when I switched to laptop and I turned off my PlayStation, the electric bill actually dropped like easily $15 a month. Um, yeah. It's like when you download all month and your electric bill is higher. It's kind of strange. But yeah, that ends up happening. That's what I noticed too. That is nice. I miss running desktops so bad. And the ability to just pull out parts and put them in like nothing else. 250 watts. Wow. Oh my gosh. I miss it. I miss it so bad. I think the Area 51 tops will pull 300 watts. I think that's its top end. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's its top end is 350, no, 300 watts. So I think I'm gonna dare to do it. I believe it. Yeah. And then the television on top of the fact that it plays on. So eventually, yeah, and that's what it was basically doing. Like these ones are pretty low, but my laptop at the time was already, I think, in the 150 watt mark, its top end. Um, on average, except for when I was playing games, it would only run about 32 watts. And then the rest of the time when I was playing games, I could get it upwards easily to 100 watts. And if I try to go in there and mess with its settings, I could actually still overclock it, um, and get even more watt usage out of it. But between it at 150 watts, my PlayStation, and the television, plus the cable, the actual modem itself, all running, it was just taking so much energy that I could tell when I was using it and when I wasn't in the electric bill. Yeah, these Nooks are amazing when it comes to their TDP rating. They're so low. The Nook I have will not go over 100 watts, just by the way that it runs. And I even underclock it so that this way that I'm not reaching the peaks. What I basically did was I went into the BIOS and I changed the electrical frequencies that it runs at a little bit so that this way it doesn't spike as it's trying to switch from running something to shutting something down. And it kind of creates a more even curvature to the graph, the graph that it produces. So I would notice at the way that it is at default, you'll get a bunch of spikes and everything will drop rapidly and rise rapidly. When I went into what's called undervolted, I went in, undervolted some little tiny things, and basically now when it rises in shorter bursts of spiking, and it falls in shorter, like tighter clustered drops of spikes. So you can actually watch it oscillate up and oscillate back down. And now its oscilloscope, now its actual graph that it produces, comes a whole lot closer to an actual, like, parabolic wave than it being like this sharp sawtooth wave that just spikes all over, like up, down, left, right, all that other stuff. And I have not noticed this thing running on my electric bill since I bought it. But as it turns out, it is a really even energy consumer. Two computers, four monitors, modem, router. Wow. I think my electric bill is between 135 and 180. And then whenever Christmas comes around, then it's like upwards to 230. It's bad. It gets bad. It gets really bad. I'm lucky if I get a bill of 118 to 128. I used to get the bill that low at a point when electricity was cheaper, but they raised the price, and when they did that, now it's like 130 at the lowest that I could get it, and it can get to be like 175, 178. 180. Yeah, I live in California. Yeah, that completely happens. I feel bad for people that live in Canada and the food and those types of commodity, those types of goods are even more expensive. But everybody that I know that lives in Canada says they feel bad for me because I live in California and the medical care and all that other stuff is so much. And I'm like, I don't, okay. But yeah, that completely happens. Yeah, my electric bill gets to be up there sometimes. And sometimes the water bill gets to be up there too. Again, because of living in California. Both of those get to be pretty far up there sometimes. So I set aside about $500 every month, one for, not one, but half for water, half for electricity. And basically, anytime it jumps over 400, at least it's still covered, like immediately. Like I'm on top of it. But yeah, I basically have to set aside about 500 a month for both of them. It's rough living in California sometimes. It's so rough. Are you on my Discord right now? I can jump in there real quick because I'm kind of already done at this point. So I'll go ahead and set that. Okay, that's the message. And are you in my Discord or are we in your Discord? Let me drop into this one. There we go. Okay, yeah, hop into my Discord.